Is it not going live? Yeah, you're live.
Am I? Ain't showing up on mine. Hello. Let me screen refresh. Dead air, dead air. There we go. Right, good evening, people. Welcome to the second edition of Bruce and the Fat Lad. Tonight we're going to be talking all things spring, be it birch bark, wild edibles, and all that sort of shizzle. We're also joined by none other than Sam from Sam's Outdoor Life, who knows plenty about wild edibles. But I must issue a trigger warning to people, because obviously offence is a thing at the moment. He is a bloody cyclist. But don't worry about that. Sam, if you want to give yourself a quick intro, plug your channel, tell us what you're all about.
Yeah, sure, yeah. So yeah, Sam's Outdoor Life is sort of what it says on the tin. I work as a gardener. That doesn't feature too much, but it does keep me outdoors a lot of the time, and obviously I've got an interest in that sort of stuff. I own a teeny tiny patch of land in Buckinghamshire, and a lot of my videos are centered on that, and yeah, sort of doing things outside naturally, really. Yeah, that's me.
Wicked. And I'm sure everyone is aware of Bruce. If you've ever watched Home Alone, or, you know, he was one of the burglars on that. Also something about Mary Woogie, was it?
Woogie. Sang about Mary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you want to say a bit about yourself, Bruce?
Yeah. I'd go in the woods and stuff. And burn stuff. Yeah, no, Wild Ginger Bruce is the YouTube channel. Go check me out on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok and Twitter and all the stupid, pointless social media platforms that are available. That's about it.
Fair play. So today we're going to get on about spring. Now, if any of you have any questions that you would like asking, answering even, specifically to a person here, if you just highlight their names, so it gets to the right person, because we are all middle-aged and technophobes. So you've got to make it as easy as you can. So how are you both doing?
Yeah, doing all right. Just all right. I've got a question about spring, actually, for you. Step away from the screens. Question for you. Spring is supposed to move up the country at walking pace, right? So when was your blackthorn in flower, and is it going over now?
What I would say, all I know about blackthorn is it comes in a black and gold tin, and is quite harsh if you drink too much of it. When it comes down to the wild plants and things like that, you are the boys. So
I think I'm on the wrong. I think I'm on the wrong chat here. Who are you? You're just some bloke from down the pub, aren't you?
Yeah. Basically, that's all Nobby is.
Right. I'm gonna have to get myself a drink in a minute then.
I'm here for the looks.
Oh, I see.
You boys are the knowledge. I'm the eye candy, which is a little bit worrying, as 99% of my viewers are men.
Yeah.
Well, apparently all of mine were men last month, which is odd, because I get comments from people who are clearly females. So there you go. That's YouTube analytics for you.
Yeah. Well, that's like my subscribers. I think 98% of my viewers are not subscribed to me.
See, I have very much the same, and all I can think is that oh, didn't want to do that. All I can think is they watch the videos and don't bleed and like them.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Well, they just watch one or two.
I must be able to get the same thing. Tiny percentage of actual subscribers.
Just gonna have a quick scroll down the comments to who's here. So Trip Time, hello, Kev, how you doing, dude? from Life of Kev. Prep Nomad, no doubt sitting there in a string vest touching himself inappropriately. Who else we got? Red Owl Bushcraft, Aldo.
That's Kurt, recently back in the woods.
You've also got Real Brian.
Oh, Christ, not him.
Hello, Ty.
He's staying at my place next weekend. I've got to tidy it up for him.
Oh, no. You've got Brendan Allen. Hey up, Brendan. And from Survive the Night. Anyone I've missed there? Red Owl Bushcraft. I've already mentioned him.
Right, I'm back.
So that's us caught up, I think. Can you say by the order of Peaky Blinders? Well, obviously I can. I don't know if that done it because I don't.
You just said it. You just said it.
Is it me or does Ginger Bruce look like a red squirrel?
Yeah.
No.
My camera's gone funny.
No, you've always looked like that. It's
No, I think I'm on a Norwegian cruise ship. The old engines run out.
Old Bruce is actually known as a squirrel as he loves to bury his nuts in damp leaves.
I do. You got me.
Campfire gossip below.
Oh, campfire gossip. I've not heard of you before.
So, spring is in the air.
Boing.
What sort of tips and tricks have you boys got up your sleeves for spring?
Campfire
Wear a
gossip.
jumper in the morning.
Yeah, wear a jumper, definitely. So I'm just stalking campfire gossip. Right, it's subbed. I'll have a look later. So yeah, I really do like the spring because you start to get a bit more life into the woods instead of that horrible sort of cold winter where everything's dead, where everything's just a bit miserable. But it's nice to sort of walk through and hear the birds and see the new leaves and stuff. So that's quite cool.
Yeah, definitely. Birds are going mental now, aren't they?
Yeah. Just on a mad shagging spree.
Yeah, and that's what spring means to all of us, really.
Yeah.
Well, it also means the pigeons stop tasting so bad because they've got some more better food to eat. So when you shoot them, they taste better. But you can't catch as many rabbits.
Is that right?
Well, you can, but they normally carry babies, and no one likes that, do they?
Oh, yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah, extra protein. But I was going to say something really enlightening then. Now I've forgotten. Oh well.
If someone was out there and is fairly new into the bushcrafty type thing, what sort of spring activity would be a good place to start?
Right. So everybody tells you should be banging holes in the side of a birch tree to get some birch sap out of it, which is around this sort of time of year. It's probably starting to ebb off a little bit now. But basically, just don't do it. Just don't bother because you're going to kill the tree. So,
didn't you last year put a video up of a less invasive way?
Yes. Yeah. So the less invasive way is to find a branch that's hanging down near to you, and then cut the branch off and then hang your pot on that, and it will drip out. You'd probably get about half as much, but you could do 3 or 4 of them on the same tree rather than putting a hole right in the trunk. And if an infection gets in the trunk, that's a dead tree. And birch, because they're a pioneering tree, they're like one of the first trees to grow in an area. They die really quickly and then fall down, they rot, and then that'll make the soil for other trees. So they're like one of the first trees to grow. Gorse bushes and all that sort of stuff. But they're just really easy to kill. So normally a birch tree probably going to live about 30 years. If you're lucky, they'll live to about 100. But that's about it. They're not really long-living trees.
You get the same, didn't you, with the people that like to make the birch bowls and stuff like that. They strip all the bark off and over it goes. Quick one while I'm talking. Wes Redpath's here. So hello, Wes. And if you need any of that translating from Bruce, it's Adwin Jetlag, can I back a Judah? That cover that.
Yeah. So
on the birch thing, I mean, they say about if you're going to do it on a big diameter trunk. So it's got to be like over 8 inches diameter or something. But I kind of agree with you. You know, there's kind of no need to do it really. We don't have any birch around us, and I think that's a great tip doing it off a branch because I didn't know about that.
Yeah, yeah,
So that's a good
yeah.
one.
It's in one of my videos. If you'd like to check it out,
Yeah,
Wild Ginger
I
Brews.
don't ever watch your videos.
Yeah, because they're shit.
I did watch today in research actually. To be honest,
Oh, that's good.
yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Um, so
Another thing
the
about
other
birch,
thing,
always
sorry.
say about taking birch bark off of like make sure you take it off dead trees, but it naturally peels anyway. So as long as you're not taking chunks off and you just take off the bits that are peeling off,
Yeah,
slice them off without taking any more off the trunk, then you're okay,
yeah.
aren't you?
Well, with birch, because it's a cold weather tree, whenever you see like pictures of snow when it's up like Norway when it's really cold, all the birch looks really smooth and white.
Mm.
You ever notice that in pictures? Birch looks just really smooth and cool. That's because it's insulating itself. But this country is too hot for it, so it sheds its bark to try and cool itself down. So if you just peel off those little wisps, you're not going to
Yeah,
damage the tree at all because it's dead skin flaking off, basically.
yeah.
But as soon as you get your knife out and start stabbing into
Oh, yeah,
it,
yeah, you're not going to do that.
then it's just going to bleed to death. And especially this time of year because the water is under so much pressure.
Yeah.
I actually saw some birch trees that had been cut down last year, and you could actually physically watch the water pouring out of them and over down the side of the trunk. And it was all like this sticky mess where it'd been drying, but it'd been doing it for like must have been weeping out there for days. But yeah,
Wow.
absolutely fascinating.
Wicked.
Yeah.
Now, I know that you're looking at the moment, Sam, at like some of this medieval cooking and stuff. What sort of plants and that are coming out that you could maybe forage and start a bit of namit with?
Yeah, all sorts of things really, but like blackberry leaves, they actually apparently I didn't know this. I've only learnt this recently. They taste of blackberries, slightly more bitter, but they're perfectly edible.
Mm.
So that's good for putting in things apparently.
High in vitamin C as well.
Yeah, all the classics like nettle tops we talked about before we came on about
Yep.
ramsons or the garlic and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Ground elder that grows everywhere and it's perfectly edible.
Yeah.
What else you got? You got new fresh beech leaves. You can stick them in stews and things
Yeah.
like when they're young.
Yeah.
That's all
Have you
good.
got any rowan trees near you?
No,
Rowan trees, mountain ash, right?
no,
If
we
you
haven't got.
if you see them, right? If
Yeah,
you do see one, pick those leaves, the fresh leaves, and they
yeah.
taste like marzipan. They're amazing.
Oh, really?
And you eat it, and you chew it, and you go, oh, he's talking a load of rubbish. It doesn't taste like marzipan. And then after about sort of 4 or 5 seconds, you get this real sort of almond taste to it, and you're like, oh,
Oh,
actually, yeah, that's really nice.
oh, that's cool. We've
Yeah,
got hawthorn leaves when they first come out. The tiny
yeah,
little thing just coming out now.
yeah.
Pick them off. I mean, they call them bread and cheese, but I've never worked out why because they don't taste like bread or cheese. But
Well,
you know,
to me, they taste like apple peel.
right?
That's what I think they
Yeah, they're
taste
more
like.
like that than bread and cheese.
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely. Unless it's like a ploughman's lunch type thing, bread, cheese, and apple. I don't know. Might be.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to be able to eat early oak leaves as well before the tannins have got into the leaves.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's supposed to have a sort of a nutty, almondy flavour to them as well.
Just
Yeah.
looking at the side chat there, Kev's saying that the birch is flourishing. If the birch is flourishing, all its canopy is going to be as high as the rest of the canopy in a certain woodland. Phil Clark, hello. And thank you, Paul. Yes, 700 subs today.
Well done.
Oh, cracking.
Yeah, this
Not
time, 2024, I reckon I'll get my first check.
Wow.
No, you never get one of them.
Oh, not from YouTube. Truck Stop Glorio.
Oh, cool.
Any questions from the chat? You've got two wealths. Wealths? Is that a word? You've got two fountains of knowledge here.
Yeah, if we don't know, we'll make it up.
Yeah. That's what everyone does on the internet, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing. What is the most regular comment you boys get?
Why are you still doing it?
Yeah. You don't know what you're doing. Think, man.
Where's Wilma?
Yeah.
Mine's, do you know you sound like Danny Dyer?
Well, yeah, you do cultivate that because I've heard you talk when you're not on YouTube, and you're quite posh.
Oh, you lie like a Jeep chapper. Jeep, I can't talk now.
The minute someone swings a camera on, full on Danny Dyer.
Yeah.
Apples pound a pound.
Yeah.
Yeah. Danny Dyer is related to royalty, isn't he?
We all are. Hello, Kev B. Where's the best place, your best place to camp? Samuel?
It was the only place I ever do camp, really. that's old Alan's.
It's a pretty good place,
I
mate.
I like pitching up other places, but I don't do it very often. And if I do, I quite often don't film it, just because I might want a time away from the cameras. Do you know what I mean? Just not shit up. And if I'm going stealthy, then I don't want to be like lighting camera shots and things like that. You know. But a hilltop somewhere, a wooded hilltop is ideal for me.
What about you, Woogie?
Yeah. Yeah. There's something high up, something with a bit of altitude to it. Definitely. With some trees around, it's like I really like. There's the two sort of areas. So I really like sort of a bivvy bag camp where you can lay there looking at the stars, up the top of a hill. That's quite nice. And then a traditional bushcraft ground dwelling or hammock camp. I enjoy that as well. It's just being outdoors. I think I do prefer the bushcraft style where you can sit around a fire because when you're up a mountain, you're not going to be lighting a big fire, are you? So, yeah. But they both got their, one's got the nice views and a nice night sky, and the other one's got a bit of warmth and a bit of sitting around with your mates having a beer. So,
well, here's a question for you then, for both of you.
mm-hmm.
Are you typically ground dwellers or hammockers?
Hammock.
What do you prefer? Hammock.
No contest, mate. No contest whatsoever. And going back to the original one as well, if you're in the trees by the beach. Ooh.
Yeah. I like hammock camping, but it is a faff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just like, a tent is designed to go up, whereas hammocks, they're just sort of so many different variables you've got to take into consideration. And is it level? And then you got to faff around, put your under blanket on there and your sleeping bag, and then you got to sort your tent out, your tarp out, and it's a faff to do, and it's not an easy one to do in the dark.
If you want a faff, mate, get yourself a Hennessy bloody hammock with the bottom entry. It is, they're really comfortable when you're in there, but it is like entering Katona. It's not good.
No.
Just had one as well from Survive the Night. Are you comfortable enough to pick your own mushrooms and obviously eat them? Now, I can actually answer this, and then you two can come and tell him the truth. There are about 2,000 species mushrooms, whatever, in this country.
Yeah.
About 20 of them will kill you, and about 20 of them taste good, and the rest are all just tosh. So as long as you learn the 20 that you can eat, you're golden. That right?
No, that's wrong.
Okay.
You can eat all mushrooms. All mushrooms you can eat, bar none. Just some of them you can only eat once.
Yeah, I'm not that. I'll be honest. Sorry, I forgot the name of the person who asked that question. But my mushroom knowledge is pretty poor. I do know the one that grows on elder, which I think is really impolitically correct, called Jew's ear. You eat that. It's like real rubbery thing. It literally just looks like someone's ear, really manky old ear. I'll cook that because I know that 100%, and that's fine for me. But I mean, when I was a kid, I used to pick field mushrooms all the time. We'd always cook them up, but I didn't know what I was picking, and we just ate them. It was fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not super confident on them, so no, I
Yeah.
tend to be a
Puff
bit careful.
balls are good. Puff ball, you can't really get that wrong.
Scoop them out,
Yeah,
and fill them full of gunk.
Yeah. So when you're saying like the not politically correct Jew's ear, do you
yeah,
know where that name comes from?
no,
Right. So in the Bible, the guy who grassed up Jesus was Judas, and he
yeah.
got his bits of silver, and then he hung himself from an elder tree. So it's actually Judas' ear, and it's got
Judas here.
nothing to do with being anti-Semitic and hating Jewish
Oh, there you
people.
go.
Yeah, and
So
it's
there you
also
go.
called wood
Nothing
ear
into
or
it.
jelly ear, but it actually comes from Judas, which is in the Bible. But the best way to treat Jew's ear is if you pick a load of it and think of it more like pasta.
Yeah,
So if you have like a pigeon breast or something, add that to it to bulk up the meal.
yeah.
That sort of, just think of it more like pasta. So you make like a mushroom kind of pasta type dish, add a bit of pasta
Because
to it as
It
well.
is like a chewy one, isn't it?
Yeah, and it'll
So,
bulk up the meal. But
yeah,
you can dry it out and it takes up no space at all. Shrinks down to nothing,
yeah,
and then you can just chuck it in some water, hydrate it, and then dehydrate it over and over again. It doesn't matter.
Right.
yeah.
Quick catch up on the chat while we're here. Wedpath says Northumberland for me like man, I love it. Kev B, Spawn Fellas, Cy, Real Brand, Real Brian, Real him,
Real Brian. Just call him Real Brian. Everyone else does now.
Real Brian. I expect you to say 666. I did actually take a picture when mine went to 666. Yes, Phil, I did mean Kerry Katona's chasm. If you look at the way they open, it is like some flapping. Yeah, they're flaps.
Stop there. Stop there.
Well, when I've done the review on it, as I said, it is very much like Kerry Katona because you open the flaps, lots of sweating and grunting as you slither inside, and then there's a sigh of relief when it's all over.
Yeah.
Practice is a lot more kit with a hammock setup, but I like that I can always get a level lay. Wriggle Outdoors is here. Hello, mate. Who else we got new? Hoop Bivvy Wild Camp. All right, Joe. I thought all fungi that grows on trees were edible.
With I've heard that before, saying that everything above that grows more than 4 foot off the ground or 6 foot off the ground is edible. But then you got things like horseshoe fungus. That's not edible, but it's not toxic either, because it's just like bark, basically. So it probably means they're not toxic. So you got something like chicken of the woods, which is a really, really good one. If you can get it fresh enough, because when it starts to go, and it goes off pretty quick, it's going to taste like arse. But if you get it fresh enough, beefsteak fungus as well, that'll grow up off a tree. That's a good one. But and Jew's ear, they're probably about the only real brackety type ones that I know really well.
We've got I Like Bushcraft said something you obviously didn't like and retracted it. Hello, Shane. Who else we got? I think we're all caught up, gents. Why did the mushroom part go to the party? Go on then, because he was a fun guy, perhaps.
Probably, yeah.
Kev B, next video, why not make a good old Sunday roast dinner of your choice of meat, but don't forget the roasties, mashed gravy, veg, Yorkshire puds. Joe.
What's wisdom? Now, there's the man to ask about plants.
Who?
Hey, Glenn.
Woods of Wisdom, hello.
Yeah.
Watery Bum Joe, is that his new nickname for a Hoop Bivvy Wild Camper there, Real O'Brien, Real Brian, Si?
Yeah. None of us outside of Cornwall or Devon can say that, can we?
Real Brian. Can you spell it phonetically, Si? Got to be careful with chicken of the woods. It grows on you. Is that you as in female sheep or the tree?
See, I've heard this before. With don't eat mushrooms that are growing on something because the toxins that the thing they're growing on can pass into the mushroom. But something like Jew's ear will only grow on dead elder, and it will grow. I think it grows on ash as well. But you're quite limited because yew is quite toxic. I don't think anything actually grows on yew. Unless I'm very much mistaken. But there's not that many toxic trees, but I don't think a lot of the toxic trees are toxic to stop fungal infections, if that makes sense.
Yew's not entirely toxic anyway, is it? The skin, the flesh of the berries is really nice, but it's the hard bit in the middle.
Yeah, the pip will kill you. But then the other thing with yew, it's been... The church were really, really against it. So with yew, if you go like some churches, there's always a yew growing in the churchyard. You ever notice that? So usually the tree is older than the church because that land used to be a place of worship for pagans. So the yew has been unfairly deemed to be toxic and evil and will kill you dead. Don't go near it. It's evil, evil stuff. Yes, it's toxic, but it's not as evil as everybody says it is. So like things like, and there's also a big thing against making longbows because longbows were always made out of yew. So it was like trying to stop people from making longbows as well. So it's kind of I thought yew symbolised death.
Operation Yew Tree, mate. It's completely different.
But yew
originally it's the opposite of that.
It's a very useful plant. But then there's been loads of propaganda about it, like they only put yew trees in churchyards to stop farm animals eating it, but farm animals wouldn't go near it either. You know, they wouldn't. They just wouldn't eat you. They're not that stupid. I think one of the worst ones is ragwort, which kills horses, doesn't it? It gives them colic. Well, if it's grown in a field, horses won't touch it. But it's when you
eat it unless it's dry.
No, they won't touch it. But if you harvest it and get the hay, and the hay has got ragwort in, then they will eat it once it's dried, and that's what makes horses sick. But as soon as you get someone with a horse field, they're ripping out all the ragwort, thinking, "Oh, my poor little babies are going to die," and it's just false. So.
Well, you also got to look at. I mean, horses are only slightly higher on the pecking order than cyclists, aren't they? Really?
Yeah, definitely.
So we've also got Alternative Outdoors here. Hello, we've got 19 people watching now.
Alternative Outdoors. Oh,
what does Alternative Outdoors do?
Hello.
No, maybe he just goes indoors.
That quality, yeah.
What's the alternative? Go indoors. I'm going to troll. I'm going to look his.
2 pips. Will kill a horse.
391 subscribers. Oh no, he's got some snow. He's got a dog. He's cooking some meat. He's got a canoe. There's a dog with a jacket. He's got a shelter. Yeah, subbed. He looks good.
Happy days.
Yeah.
You can eat the berries off of yew trees. They're lovely and sweet.
Yeah, but the pip will poison you.
But so will the pip of cherries.
Yeah. Cherry pips are really dangerous.
Especially if you put them in a catapult.
One of the places I work, they've got a massive yew tree in their back garden. It's older than the wall of the house because they built the wall of the house around it, and that house has been there a few hundred years. And every year it gets loads and loads of berries on it, and one of their Labradors eats them like crazy, and just shits out loads of stones. They go straight through him.
Yeah.
Well, you want to hope that Watery Bum Joe don't have it then.
So somehow he obviously doesn't crunch him up. I don't know how he gets away with it, but it doesn't kill him.
Oh yeah.
Realo brand Ragwort is illegal to allow to grow. It's on the 1957 dangerous plants list. There you go.
Yeah. It's also massively important to lots of lots of insects and butterflies and things like that.
Yeah, there's a particular caterpillar that lives on it, isn't there? The little furry ones. I can't think what they're called now.
Yeah, but they don't matter. So
yeah, fuck them. They're only butterflies.
1957. They don't care. Spray them. Yeah.
So you got any camps or anything coming up, then, boys?
Yeah, well, I've got 2 weeks in the Lake District coming up, which will be fun. At the end of, one at the end of April and then one in mid-May.
What about side chat? Obviously, you've got one coming up at the moment, ain't you, Sam?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. I've got a bunch of souls coming for their sins to Old Allen's next weekend. So got a bit of prep to do for that. This summer off canoeing the Wye for a week, so that'd be nice.
Canoeing the Wye?
Yeah, the River Wye. Yeah.
Oh, they're white. That's all. I was just about to make sure I was awake.
Yeah, no. River Wye. You know that thing out near Wales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prep nomads at Ants Camp, Mad Stuff TV. And Real O'Brien is a sinner. Sorry, Real Al Bran.
Real Oak Brand.
Kilogram. Fatima. Why don't you just change your name to Fatima? Right, what else we got here then? We think we're just about all caught up. How many we got viewers and how many likes? 18 watching and 4 likes. Come on, hook a brother up.
Yeah. Well, I was saying 5 likes on mine, but
mental. I can't see anything because I'm on low tech, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's all right.
Not like you boys with multiple screens.
Well, you're not allowed. You're not even meant to have your phone in the prison, are you?
No. No, I just smuggle it in. Well, I won't tell you where.
Second chat in a row, we talk about keistering stuff.
Well, there was a prison this week. They were smuggling mobile phones and drugs in dead rats. They were stuffing them in dead rats and flinging them over the wall.
They've done it beforehand in pigeons as well, didn't they? But you could glide them over.
Yep.
True story.
Like my dog and my cat are having a fight.
Summer, about 12 of them. That's a fucking big canoe.
So, you got a big walk coming up, Lee. What's that all about?
Just trying to shed some timber, to be honest with you. Yeah, with the meds and that I'll take, I'm naturally fat. And it's really hard to shift, and I'm just tired of it, to be honest. Tired of being tired, so I thought I'd do that coast to coast, raise a bit of money for... I'm torn between men's mental health and a charity for people with PTSD. PTSD is edging it at the moment for me, for obvious reasons. Recently had another fellow sapper, I'm an ex-Royal Engineer, he's been to every modern day conflict and took himself off, and yeah, not a happy ending. So that is something really close to my heart, so I may do it for that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
got some friends joining me on the way, some old soldiers, a couple of people off of YouTube said they may well join us on some of the legs.
Excellent.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
I'm up for that if I can coax the van a bit further north than it normally likes to go. Yeah.
Take your bike.
Oh, no.
You can cycle it.
I did a couple of years ago. It's on. I did a video on it just for my own thing, really, more than anything else. But I did the Chiltern Cycleway, and it goes all the way around the Chilterns in a day. And you go, well, Chilterns, that's not very big. But by the time I'd got to the start of the ride, ridden round the Chilterns and ridden home, it was 185 miles in a day. I did it in 18 hours. Damn near killed me.
Hell.
It was mental.
You're mental for cycling.
I took all my camping gear with me as well because I thought I'm going to be too tired to carry on, so I'll stop and camp somewhere. But then the further I got, the more I thought, no, I just want to go home. So I just kept going. Got home at 3 a.m.
Wow.
Crazy.
Not bad.
Yeah, couldn't walk for a week.
No.
Real Brandy's saying that she's a MILF. He's obviously talking about Fatima. He does like a bit of whitbread, does our Si. Ant from Survive the Night is out on a local woodland camp. You taking the boy, Ant? And yep, Paul, you're right. Mental health services are lacking. So, any ideas if you know of any charities? I know there's that Blasema. I've got one in mind. One of my mates that's joining us has got it pretty bad. He's going to recommend somewhere. But I've got plenty of time to update that.
Yeah. I can always do it for the charity I work for, help pay my wages.
No, you're right.
It sounds like a decent charity you're going to do it for, and one that means something to you, and that's the right thing, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah.
I'll be honest, I was going to do it anyway. I might as well try and raise some money as I go. My last challenge fell flat on its arse, raised about 50 quid. So, yeah, you never know. I've got a few more subs this time. It might take off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I got tagged in that charity thing. I completely missed it.
It's all right. Any new kit for you boys? I know, well, you both have.
Yeah, I got me new tent on Nobby's recommendation.
You impressed?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It is good. On site light. Well, it's half the weight of my old tent. Where is
Super light Chinese one, is it?
Down it somewhere. I'll be back.
Yeah. It's one I took out the other day, mate. He's also got the what do you call it? The bivvy bag, which I'm pretty impressed with, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
Apart from its colour.
Yeah, well, can't have everything.
Hang on. Yeah, so that's the bivvy bag there, which is bright white, but I don't know. It's a strange feeling material. It's sort of like that damp-proof membrane stuff, but it feels a bit sort of polystyrene-y as well. It's very similar to a SOL survival bivvy, which I also got, but that's got a silver lining in it. The SOL, and I found the SOL does sweat a bit if you use it as a bivvy bag. Does keep you warm, but yeah, I can't wait to test that.
I believe that that is just like a stretched PTFE tape.
Is that what I reckon it is?
Tyvek, yeah.
Okay.
Could well be wrong. I'm only going off saying I've heard on Tinternet because it's all true on the internet.
Yeah. Could be. I don't know what PTFE stands for, but
Polytetrafluoroethylene.
Something or other. Polytetrafluoroethylene something.
Yeah.
Big plot.
And there's the tent. So this is the Latchan 1, but it's got I've got the ground sheet as well. Just to, if I'm camping on rocks or something, I'll rip the bottom of the tent out. But that gives it's about an extra 150 grams to the whole tent. So that there is just under a kilo. And then you need a walking pole, obviously, to stick it up. So the pegs are in there as well. So, yeah, all in all, pretty decent. I could always go for lighter pegs because these are just standard ones that come with. I really like this dry bag idea as well. Don't know if you can see it. But you unclip both sides and then you've got the roll top. So these tassels, as in a normal dry bag where you roll that round and clip them together, actually roll it round and then clip the bottom to the top which will stop the top unrolling. It's actually a smart idea like that. Yeah, it's pretty decent. I put it up in my back garden, well, my dad's back garden. He's got a lawn instead of a slab of concrete like I got at my house. Yeah, and it was good, but then I got busy and I took it back down again. I forgot to take any photos of it, so that was a bit pointless. But it was nice to have a little play and have a figure out, because I hate taking kit out that I haven't used. That's properly annoying. When you're sort of on the side of a hill thinking, well, how does this actually go? Where's the instructions? Just not a good idea, is it?
No. Well, my new bit of kit's considerably heavier than that. It's a new stove for the hut. So,
nice.
Yeah, so it's new, second hand. But 2 removable burner rings on the top and all that, so it's good.
Cool.
Is it as hot as your old?
Yeah, a real good cooking stove when I got it going.
Is it as hot as your old one, Sam?
Well, I've moved it over to the side of the hut, so there's more space away from it. I thought that's sensible, rather than melting people's legs.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4 meter wide, sort of like, hut with a stove kicking out about 7 kilowatts in the middle is probably not great, is it?
What's that? Looks like you 3 are having a good time. It's 9 o'clock, hero. See you later, dude. I think I missed him when I was going through the chats earlier.
Yeah, I didn't see him.
Oh, there he is. Look, 50 quid better than now.
Oh, we've got 12 likes, 12 watching. That's not terrible.
Not
just
too
a lot to try. £16 Amazon special.
That free FUL lot, the one that made your tent do tarps as well, and I'll be quite interested in them because they're not expensive.
Yeah. Well, the thing with that Latchan as well, you can take it out without the inner. Just take the outer of the tent.
Yeah, I like that.
Which is the same as taking a tarp, really.
Tarp tent, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah.
I should have done that with my new cot I took out last time. It looked all right, though, mate, that cot. That's from Survive the Night, but he hadn't put it together before he went out, so he was winging it.
Yeah.
And he didn't have enough of the poles, so...
No, that's dangerous, that is.
I'd have had to put more down around my arse, I think.
Yeah. That's probably why I'm not a massive fan of hammock camping, because I haven't got anywhere to hang a hammock at home and get it how I want it set up. You know what I mean? So every single time I end up setting it up, it's always a bit of a tweak and a faff and a...
I'll be honest with you, Bruce. I took the lead off that old Shug Emery. And he puts the, what's it called? Thingy line, ridge line on it.
Yeah.
You get it to the right comfort, add your ridge line, and yeah, it's a revelation, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, but does that work on the bug netted ones as well?
Can't see why it wouldn't. Depends where you'd attach it. I mean, if you've got that, because it's something stupid, like 83% the length of your hammock is what your line should be, give or take, which is always going to give you, like my big long hammock, my ridge line is way up high. So even if you clipped your bug net to that, it's going to be off your face.
Yeah.
This is exactly why I tend to lie on the ground, because I can't be bothered with this 83% of this and that. Do you know what I mean? I just can't be dealing with it.
Well, yeah, all I've done, mate, is I folded, I've got the length of my hammock. I've got a bit of am steel, the same length of my hammock. Folded it in half, folded it in half again. The last quarter I took off, there's your 80%.
Yeah.
Done. Boom. Whack it on, fuck it up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm still too lazy for that.
Yeah.
Throw a sheet over something and crawl under it, you know?
I do like the way that a bloke that cleared 300 ton of bramble with a hand scythe is too lazy to put a bit of string on a hammock.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just too cheap to buy all the gear that I need to go with it. You know what I mean? I mean, I've got a couple of hammocks, but if I've slept in them more than 3 times, I'd be surprised.
You got one of them poncho hammock tarps, haven't you?
Yeah, that was a bad buy.
No, it ain't.
Oh, we love this.
Huh?
I'm hoping that'll come in handy when we go canoeing when the weather's peeing it down with rain for a week.
One of the most comfortable hammocks you'll ever sleep in.
Well, I might just have to try it then. I've got that. I've got a real light, cheap one, which I actually really like. You got to put your own sort of straps on it and everything. Can't even remember what it was, but came from just a random outdoor shop years ago. I really like that one. I got a DD one, which is just too much faff, just bug net, bungee cords, rubbish, and then that tarp thing that I haven't actually used. So yeah.
With the wisdom, I'll just strap my hammock to the trees and just keep in it, snug as a bug. Perfect. Good evening, guys.
Yeah, I think both my favourite hammocks are TW ones.
Yeah, I love TW stuff.
The DD ones are just a bit crap.
Yeah.
I just don't. It's just, I don't know. It just seems to be mass-produced rubbish. But I've got a TW bivy hammock, which it's like a bug net, but it's like a see-through material, which is really cool. It's like having tinted glasses, so you can lay there and go to sleep during the day. It's awesome.
Wicked.
But the whole thing's black, and then there's a tarp that goes over that, and I don't even bother with that. I just pop a normal tarp and leave the other bit at home because it's just too much of a faff getting in and out of it. And I've got a TW ultralight XL hammock, which is massive. You can probably lay 2 or 3 people in it. But that's really good because it kind of wraps right around you like a pea pod sort of thing, but it hasn't got no bug net on it. But it's ideal for the winter. And
yeah, that's like that little lightweight one I've got.
Yeah,
it's really long, and same thing. It will just pull right. You can pull it right round you.
Yeah.
And that is like nice and snug in there.
Yeah. If you got a real big like Arctic sleeping bag, the XL's ideal for it. You can just jump in and zip it up, keep warm. It's quite good. But I don't like pissing around. I don't like the under blankets. I find that a faff. Get them set up properly.
Hey, see, I've made a homemade one out of an old sleeping bag just on elastic, and it is literally clip either end and it's on.
Yeah.
It's 2 seconds. You can always tell when you're happy that you've got 700 subs when you just have a quick check and you've lost 2.
It's not just me then. That's great.
No, it's good. It means I'll get to celebrate my 700 sub again.
Yeah. Yeah. Never celebrate too close. I've been waiting about 6 months to do a giveaway for 1,200 subs. In fact, I've probably been waiting a bit longer than that. I'm like 25 off it ish. And then I upload a video and I lose about 4. And then over the next few weeks, it creeps up just past what it was again. It's just ridiculous. But there you go.
Quick catch up from Prep Nomad. Hammocking don't need to be technical. I've tweaked my setup over the years. My back don't lie on the ground. With Hammock, I can turn up in the darkened setup. Fair point. Where's Redpath? Now I've got my hammock set up the way I want it. I can set my kit up in about 10 minutes. And wants to try a hammock?
That's good. I mean, maybe I should revisit the whole hammock thing. But,
mate, it's the future. I rate them well and truly above ground dwelling. I don't like ground dwelling. Not a fan.
Why not?
I'm a raging insomniac at the best of times. When you get a spider in your mouth, it don't make for a good night's kit. Alternative outdoors. In a hammock, you can only sleep on your back. Incorrect, my man. I'm a side sleeper and do it very well. Once again, it all comes down to how much sag you've got and what sort of hammock. If any of you have got a British Army basher, you can make yourself a bridge hammock. Funnily enough, I've done a vid on it a while back, in 20 minutes, and it is proper comfy. Anyway, so always comfy night's sleep, but like an under blanket all year round for the chill. That's Prep Nomad. And then he's answering, you can sleep on your front and your back. Where's Redpath? Definitely Paul. Need an under blanket. Woods of Wisdom, mat or under blanket. Relabrin, Rel O'Brien, Rel Sai. I was wrong, just to clarify. Under the 1959 Act, a landowner or occupier may be ordered to control the spread of ragwort, but it isn't illegal to allow its growth. There you go.
Yeah.
Right.
I tried on my side. It was awkward. I'll try again. That's what my wife says. Set up an under blanket, right? Leave it all the time. Aim in a pool. Blah, 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 blah. It always happens. I celebrated 215 minutes later. I was on 199. That is at hand. If too much of a curve, you'll have to sleep on your back. Yeah, he's talking about not enough sag in your hammock. Have a quick. Where's Redpath? DDXL hammock, 4x4 tarp and under blanket. I also sleep on the side. Those XL hammocks look all right, but they are mahoosive to carry about. Should have went for a 10th Wonder Green Hornet, half the size, twice the comfort. And something about a snug pack under blanket. Caught up.
Apart from you can't get a 10th Wonder Hornet anymore. So,
but I'm not sure you did still have the bivy hammocks in not so long ago, which is effectively a Hornet.
Yeah, it is effectively. I like the Hornets because they got that little bit of extra material each end, a little bit of waterproof material.
Yeah.
To stop that drift coming in.
I'd rate my Hornet a lot. I've lent it to Johnny from Johnny Knows Best at the moment.
Right.
You seen any decent channels out there recently?
No. Same old crap.
I'll tell you what, there's one that you'd like, Sam, especially I've got to make sure I don't sound like a perv saying this because it's not meant that way at all. But saw a channel by a girl called Sophie Pavel. Early 20s, but what she does, she started walking, I think it was the Cornish coast, and done an 8 or 10 part series talking about the wildlife, the plant life, but she's really engaging and enthusiastic. And they're only short little videos. She's done a couple of the nightlife in Britain. I think she done it for a dissertation in university.
Okay.
But it's actually quite a good watch. If she continued it, it's got the potential to be a brilliant channel.
Sophie
Sophie Pavel. I'll find her and stick her in the chat.
Yeah, stick a link on the chat, yeah. Sounds good.
Not that I'll see it, because I've just got your ugly mugs, but, you know.
Mate, I am one good-looking mofo.
Mo Farah.
Yeah. Danny died.
See if that's a...
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah, good channels to watch. It's quite hard to find people doing something a bit different, because it's very hard to not be repetitive in this sort of bushcrafty kind of stuff. And then with the outdoor mountain type videos, you really need to know where they're going. You kind of need to have a better idea of where, you need to have been there before, or at least planning to go there before you understand what the hell they're on about. So I'm just trying to find that Sophie Perel.
I'll put her in the chat.
Yeah, no. So there's some just I'll give her a sub anyway. I'll watch it later.
I saw another bloke called Jake Outdoors. I'll try and find him.
Yeah.
He's a young lad. He does all the trapping and stuff like that. Enthusiastic, but I think he was expecting massive growth, and he got to 115, and he ain't done nothing for 9 or 10 months, and it's a shame. So yeah, I'll see if I can find his and all. If people want to go and say hello and give him a bit of encouragement, it might get him out there, because let's face it, kids outdoors is what it's all about.
Yeah, definitely. Have you ever seen Bushcraft, not Minecraft?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. Was it Nelson, the kid?
Doing quite well and all, isn't he?
Yeah, he's quite funny. But they don't live in this country.
You were Sweden or something, isn't it?
I think it's Belgium they live.
Similar.
He lives in Belgium, but he recently came over to the Yorkshire Dales and did his last video was on that, which was quite good. Exciting stuff. But for like bushcrafty homesteading kind of skills, you ever heard of Skill Cult? Ever heard of him?
Say that again.
Skill Cult.
No.
So SKILLCULT.
Right.
Um,
No.
So he's a homesteader, but he does like tanning leather, making his own lye from like so put a load of seashells in a kiln, melt it down, make lime for tanning the hides, looking after fruit trees, real sort of old fashioned homesteading type stuff. Really quite cool. I'm quite a knowledgeable bloke as well.
Fair play.
Yeah, but he's well worth a watch. But some of it's like properly highbrow as well, and you're like thinking, when he starts going on about all the chemical elements and stuff, and you're like, wow, he's really researched this. But yeah, smart guy. But he does look like an axe murderer as well.
That's like Radio 4. You listen to Radio 4 and you're doing all right for a while, and you go, yeah, I understand all this. And then they go a bit highbrow, and you go, I might get some of it through osmosis, but I'm going to keep listening.
Right, what we got here? Where's Redpath? Anyone use a ticket to the Moon Hammock? They're a cracking hammock, packed down small and lightweight. I found they're pretty similar to the cheap and Chinese knockoff ones, to be honest with you, Wes.
Yeah.
But yeah, any hammock's a good hammock. Prepped, sure a few of you know Andy, top lad, with only a few vids. He's got a channel up there for a bloke called Andy. Black Country Woodsman's actually quite a good channel, that Phil. Yeah, I've seen him before. MCM, the outdoor show, got a cracking channel. Wicked.
High Wheeled Woodsman. I'm already subscribed.
If you'd have said the High Wheeled Woodsman, I could have said the same.
Yeah. I don't know who he is, though.
Be honest at the moment then, Paul. If Prep Nomad, are you in a vest?
No, he's probably just in his curry stained pants at the moment.
Yeah, let's say it's curry. You're right there, Sam.
Yes, mate. Yeah, I'm just going to be. Sorry, I was drifting off. It's going to be lights out in the cell in a minute. So
quick, get that phone back up there.
You'll hear the old door slam, and the lights will click off. So if I disappear, don't be surprised.
Yeah, fair enough. Should have said. Yeah, but for new up and coming YouTubers, it's difficult because you'll get a really good one who does really good editing and does like 3 or 4 really good videos, and then they kind of run out of momentum. Yeah. But for people who continue putting out decent content, it's difficult, and it's hard. And the way YouTube shares videos now, it's hard to keep up with the newer YouTubers, the less subscribers and stuff.
I'll tell you, my feed recently has been air tutorials, art tutorials, and there was something else as well, arts and crafty type stuff, none of which I've ever looked at.
Yeah.
And it's just shocking. Sam, how long did it take you to get a single cell? That's from Prep Nomad.
A single what?
Cell.
I don't get that.
It's
a single. Oh, yeah, this one. Well, they reserve it for. I thought it meant my brain. Single cell. That's where I would go. They reserve it for special cases. So yeah. I'm not going to tell you what I did.
I thought you was just on a top bunk.
Yeah. What I was going to say about YouTube channels. There seem to be like 2 categories of YouTubers. There are those who do it because they want to do it, and they'll just keep doing it regardless. And then there are those who want to do it because they think they're going to make money at it, and I think they're the ones that run out of steam.
Yeah, definitely.
You can always tell someone ain't sincere.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Right, Ant's off. Have a good night, Ant.
Yep, see you later, Ant.
See ya.
I'll tell you someone, like, while not Wild Ginger Bruce, Ginger Bushcraft.
Yeah.
He makes some good vids. And he ain't been doing it for ages now.
Hmm.
I was watching some of his the other night.
Yeah, is he still into all his knife making, or has he given that up?
No, I believe he's still doing it, mate. I saw him out with Goody Bushcraft and Steve Frogmoon and that on a Rat Pack meetup. And I think he gave a knife away to someone there. They do look good, though.
Yeah, no, it's getting good. No, it's not bad. Well, I found that with my YouTube, where I've upgraded my camera to DSLR, picture quality is a lot more, but it's just so much more work. It's probably quadrupled the amount of work filming is. It's
Way
just
faffier.
way faffier. Like, yeah, I got that, that Olight torch thing that Nobby did, which is a piece of crap because it's it's not fit for purpose. It's not any good for what I wanted it for. But anyway, I digress. And I have figured out a way they could sort it out as well, but they won't. But they rushed me. So they sent me the torch on the 20th, and I had to sent me the torch on the 18th, and I had to do a video by the 20th because their sale was on the 22nd. So I rushed the vid, and where I'm using a DSLR, the bloody autofocus on it, because I'm doing tabletop, the autofocus on it is a pain in the arse. And I didn't have the time to edit the video properly, and I missed a couple of bits. And I've now taken the video down because it's just a nightmare.
Well,
And if I'd have filmed it on my phone, it'd have been done, edited in 10 minutes.
I did film mine on my phone, and I got 2 messages off them. One asking me to delete the dogging scene.
Yeah.
And I've got
That was the best bit.
Yeah, also. And then I got a message off them yesterday thanking me because the link on the bottom of my thing had showed them that they'd sold some torches.
Yeah. Well, they said, they sent me an email saying, "Oh, can you change the link and put this other link in instead?" And then I just took the video down because I hated it.
Yeah, fair one.
But the thing is, I was literally packing. I was packing to go for a week away in the Lake District with a bunch of kids. And the last thing I wanted to be doing was pissing around doing a video, which I filmed for a second time because I emailed them back saying, "This torch is dangerous. What's your problem?" And they emailed me back with a load of gibberish saying that, because we put the battery in the other way around, the battery won't go flat, which is cobblers.
Bushcraft dads, hello first off. And do you ever use GoPro? They're way easier than a DSLR. Yes, I used to use the old GoPros. Can't afford a GoPro 7, and they're crap with external mics. Anyone else?
Yep.
No, I haven't gone down the GoPro route because there are other waterproof cameras there that actually look like cameras and in day-to-day life are more useful. But that's just me. I'm a tight ass anyway.
I'm with you. My phone does everything.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that GoPro footage because when you're looking at a woodland from a distance, it's all right, and close up they're pretty good, but mid range and looking in front of them, you can see that distortion around the outside because it's a fisheye lens, and it's just makes you feel like you're pissed when you see someone panning around with a GoPro.
I'd love to try the Pocket Osmo. That does look the shizzle, me nizzle.
Yeah, it does, but that's HD as well, isn't it? So that's just going to fill your memory card up like that, and then fill your hard drive and your computer up when you come to edit it. But like Glenn says, Woods of Wisdom, the phone does it all and waterproof. But the thing is, I got in my hot tub with my phone in my pocket last year, so I bought a cheap, nasty phone, and the camera on this is crap. It's properly disappointing. So when I upgrade my phone, I'll probably just get rid of the DSLR because it's pointless, really. It's nice for it's perfect for photos, but for video, the autofocus on the D700 has just got problems. It just hunts too much. It's just, and there's no way of adjusting the depth of focus. It just is what it is.
We've got John in at the moment from Northeast Bushcrafters. Oi, oi, you bellends. That's what I like to hear.
Nice.
We haven't had enough insults today.
Yeah, we have we?
We've got a ginger and a fat lad.
Yep. He's in the woods with his flashlight. Nice.
Goose fat. Goose fat is better than oil, but it does attract animals.
At this point, boys, I'm going to have to step out.
Someone's on a promise.
Yeah, thank you very much, chaps, and everyone that put up with this. I'll see you boys again soon.
I'll put a link to Sam's channel in the description. It's already in the side chat at the start. So, yeah, thank you very much for joining us, Sam.
Yeah, go give us a sub.
Thanks very much. Cheers, mate. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Anyway, miserable Brett.
Fucking cyclists. Come round here blocking up our live chat.
He's pedaling slow deliberately. Oh, dear.
He's done wonders down his place, though, mate. A lot of his old videos are him doing up old Allens. And a lot
I've not watched him for some time. I haven't watched many people on YouTube, really, because just being busy and there's just so many out there to watch. And I'm finding it really annoying now where, like, Joe Robinett type bushcrafters are doing, like, hour-and-a-half videos. And it's like, it used to be just based on views, and you could have some clickbaity 30-second video. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you could watch, 20-odd little videos and catch up with your mates, and then you're done. But now everyone's churning out half-an-hour videos.
I try to not go over 20 minutes. I have done a few times. But what does me more than that is when you get a 20-minute video with 4 adverts in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Why not just put out 4 5-minute videos with 1 advert in it?
Yeah, yeah. I don't understand. I don't understand the. I know they're trying to compete with Netflix, and it's all about view time. And the more view time you get, the more you get pushed up in the analytics. So if you did an hour film and you had half an hour of view time, that's mega. So YouTube are going to push your video more than a 20-minute video that's only had 5 minutes worth of view time, if you get what I mean.
I ain't got Scoobies.
That's what it's all based on. That's why people are doing longer videos.
Is it?
Yeah, that's all it is. So the longer your video, the more view time you'll get. Because someone might actually accidentally leave it running and go make a cup of tea.
Yeah, but I'm not listening to me bleeding self, let alone other people listening to me.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, when you're teaching a basic skill, like, I don't know, making cordage, to make that an hour-long video is completely pointless because you'll just waffle on. It'd be like doing your GCSE English homework, just all waffle and 20 seconds to go and do this.
Check you out with your GCSEs, you posh bastard.
You know what I mean? We just like, oh God, I've got to keep talking about this 3-line poem for 500 words. It's just rubbish.
See, we've actually got people that are actually sitting down at Camp Bob, mate. No, I'm not going to Edale, by the way, John. It's a bit too far north for me, I'm afraid. I'll get a bit queasy. But I'm actually up that way a week later doing that walk. So that's the other reason why I can't. I will get there one day, though. I'll keep meaning to. What about yourself, Bruce? You off to Edale?
I don't know, really. I keep thinking about going. But it's always it's that bank holiday weekend, isn't it? And I always tend to be busy and stitched up.
Yeah.
Because that's the same weekend as the bushcraft show, isn't it? And I'd like to go up there and then come back and do the bushcraft show, but this year, so far, I've got 5 weeks away planned. I'm going to have another 5 weeks away in the winter. I might have a couple of weeks, might have 3 weeks away in the summer. So my missus is going to get the ump, basically.
Or mine would be over the moon with it if I took the dogs.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. We got Prep Nomad, 20 minutes for a quick vid. Woods of Wisdom, all just a bit of fun for me. Prepped again. I'll never enable mid-video ads on mine. It does my head in, so I wouldn't expect anyone else to put up with them. Well said, that man.
Yeah, well said, well said.
Alternative outdoors. If the content is entertaining, I could watch an hour at tops, but I think 20 minutes is a good length. Northeast Bushcraft. I listened to you two last week for 3 hours. I can't get that time back. The thing is, John, as a podcast, you don't need to look at us.
That's true. It's true.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, a few people for me, they'll go bush a day trip to BCS.
Yeah, see, the thing that put me off with the BCS was when they were charging, I can't remember what it was, 115 quid to go watch Ray Mears in a tent.
That's when I refused to go.
Yeah, well, exactly the same. I was toying with the idea of doing, what's it bloody called? You know, the Bushcraft Forum, the Bushmoot. I was going to take the kids up to that.
Yeah, there's another bushcraft show as well. So you've got Bushcraft and Survival Skills magazine, which is the bushcraft show at Beehive Farm. And then there's the Bushcraft magazine, which is down in Kent. They have it. But one is the bank holiday at the beginning of May, which is the Bushcraft magazine one. And then Bushcraft Survival Skills magazine is the bank holiday at the end of May. So
Right.
everyone says, "Oh, you're going to the Bushcraft show in May." Everyone thinks you're talking about BI Farm because they haven't got the sense to advertise the one at the beginning of May.
So that Bushmoot, what it is I think it's a fortnight they do it over. It might be a week. But you camp up there. It's not that expensive. It's all communal cooking and all that sort of stuff. Kids make bows and arrows, and you can do as much as you want or as little as you want.
Yeah.
But sleep in hammocks, it looks pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what this other bushcraft show looks like. And there's all the traditional skills and stuff. And carving and all that.
There's a fine line of bushcrafting for fun and smelling a hemp.
Yeah, there is. There is.
You know, anyone that tries to sell me a dream catcher, you're just going to get a Bob Hoskins dry slap.
What about a wet dream catcher?
That's a sock.
They're the ones you want to remember. They're the ones you want to keep.
So how many in the side chat are Edel? I know that Prep Nomad's going. I know that John's going. In fact, I don't even know how many are in the side chat now. Still 13 watching, 12 thumbs up. Lovely jubbly.
13 thumbs up. Not bad.
Do you know, I used to have a transvestite next door neighbour.
Right.
And he's just moved just outside of Manchester.
Mm-hmm.
He's now got a Wigan address.
Oh, Woods of Wisdom's off. Nice chat, guys, but early start. Guys, make sure you sub Woods of Wisdom.
I'll go and have a butcher's in a mo.
Yeah, no, good channel. And so Glenn, he's a tree surgeon arborist, and he's done some wicked tracking courses and was it herbology? I can't think what the name of the word is, but yeah, knows his stuff anyway.
Oh, what's that mean, Bushcraft ads? All the Rat Pack lads are going up to Edel by the looks of it.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing I wouldn't mind doing Edel, just to have a sort of piss off into the hills. Kind of one. Yeah. But I think my main malfunction is I like being in the woods. I hate people. Yeah, I like walking in the hills and I hate people.
Yeah,
so
but
go to a big meet where there's people that I'm going to have to talk to.
You're an instructor.
Yeah, but they're not people, are they? Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know.
Taking 15 kids up to Edel.
Yeah, I should do that. Yeah, I'll bring some of the intensive respect kids. They're great, they are.
That's what John's doing. Plenty of walks to be had. Yeah, I need to get some under my belt rapid. Everywhere is a ball lake to get to and from here. Need something in the west other than Glastonbury. Yeah. The thing is, you've got that moor on your doorstep, though, mate, and it is beautiful.
Yeah. You try living in bloody Essex.
See, I've got a lovely, lovely, lovely place, but it's bleeding small. I was looking at doing the coastal path around the Isle of Wight, which is 75 mile, which realistically I could knock out in 3 days.
Yep.
Can I take another 3 days away from the missus when I'm just about to bugger off for a fortnight, me Todd? Yeah. Hang on, just check Shane up. No, Shane up. Yeah, I could.
Yeah, no, that'd be good. It's good practice anyway.
It's elevation. There ain't much elevation here. There's some, but not much.
Yeah, come on.
It's just getting miles under my fat ass.
Yeah, but just put more weight in your pack. Carry a couple of bricks with you.
Nah. It's coming in. Any news? Any gossip in the side chat? Anything you want to know? Any questions for Bruce?
All dropping off now. Look, I only got 8 watching now. They're only here to watch, Sam.
Looks that way, doesn't it?
See if he was going to break out from his cell.
I need to get a better webcam and stuff because, yeah, it ain't the best. Makes me look fat.
Have you done the Scottish 500? No.
I thought that was a car thing.
Don't know.
John done that last year.
Did he? Don't know what Scottish 500 is. I've been asked to do the 3 peaks this year, but that's in 24 hours, and that's going to be effort.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can be bothered.
I wouldn't mind doing the Caledonian Canal, but out of mid-season.
Yeah. That's the problem. Midges are an absolute nightmare. I did see some. I was talking to a mountain leader up in Scotland, and there's these midge glasses you can get. So they're a pair of sunglasses with a midge net built into them. So instead of having the net over your face all the time, so you can't see what the hell's going on, it's actually a pair of glasses that are in the midge net. They're really cool, and they're about 20 quid.
Why not just put a midge net over your sunglasses?
Yeah, but it doesn't restrict your vision at all. So. And they will just fold up as well. So, think a good idea.
I'm not buying that.
Yeah, but these people are in the hills all of the time.
Fair one.
So, like that's all they do is mountain training and mountain leading, and
you sing for a bit. I'm going to get a beer.
they're examiners and all that stuff. Oh, good. Get me one.
No.
No.
I do want to do a load more of the old bushcraft cooking and stuff when I'm out.
Yeah, yeah. I do like doing the bushcraft cooking stuff, but like I say, my camera at the moment just makes everything so difficult to film.
Yeah.
Wear a midge net over a white brim hat. Keep you up your face.
Top tip.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Can you get a midge vest, Paul?
I don't know. Probably a midge vest, just so they can chew on his nipples.
I'll never know how long the delay is on this thing.
No, I don't either. Or eat garlic regularly.
What sort of thing would people like to see in videos? I ain't going to do it. It's just a question. Midure.
Midure. See, personally, the videos I like are very sort of arty-farty, panning shots, pretty shots of the woodland, you know, lighting a fire, putting some food on there, not too much chat or no chat at all. You know, I like those kind of videos. They're just something a bit relaxing and a bit of escapism rather than someone trying to say, here's this piece of kit, buy this crap because someone sent it to me. You know what I mean?
What do you mean, like the ones, our last 2 videos, you mean?
Yeah, the one I took down. Shit.
If you could have one bit of kit to review, what would you want?
If I could have one bit of kit to review, what do I want? Not a knife, because knives are pointless, really. I don't know. Probably a decent lightweight sleeping bag. There you go.
If you like, and he's just actually posted it up, if you like arty-farty films, and Si, Reeler brand, Reeler Brian, Kellogg's All brand, you can cover your ears for 2 seconds. His vids are quality, mate. He's a proper Cornishman, but in most of them, he don't talk. And it's all set to music, and it's all Celtic.
Yeah, already subbed. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Anyone else? Old Reeler Brand, Ryle, the bloke that's just written I Do Arty Films.
Yeah.
Give it a sub. He's and I can vouch for him. I met him at Sam's last year. He's
right.
Quality bloke, a proper laugh.
Yeah.
Got a face like a punch trifle, but
right. Licking torches and dogging. Yeah, so the licking torches thing is, you know, when you get a torch and you're doing something and you hold it in your mouth because you're doing something with your hands, and then you get electrocuted, you think, well, that's a genius idea, isn't it?
You just like licking the tip.
I do. But what a stupid bloody design. No, it's a pointless lol. No, I mean, it doesn't matter what knife you've got. The best knife to have is the one you've got. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
Mate, I still use my old man's lock knife, which is, God knows how old, and my old Opinel.
Yeah, Opinel, Swiss Army knife. But for some £600, you know, funky bloody machete type crap that you can batten a tree in half with, what's the point? You just don't need it.
Have a good night, Phil.
Not really a fan of axes either. They're all right for carving, but I'd rather just have a saw. Like a saw's probably more useful than anything else.
If you get a wayward dogger that's hepped up on goofballs, it's always nice to have an axe.
Yeah, true, for protection.
Saying that, if you can't find a big bit of wood in the woodlands to fend yourself, then you're in the wrong game.
Yeah, exactly. This torch may get you lost or kill you. It will. That's the thing. That's exactly what it'll do.
You see, how did you not get contacted for that? And yet they moaned about my peachy white arse running down the road.
Well, they said, thank you for your very honest review. Can you please change your link to this? Yeah. I just ignored it and took the video down. Because.
Can you please change your link to this mag light?
Yeah. But no, it's a good little torch. It's just no good for what I want it for.
I'm just trying to think. See, there ain't much kit out there I'd want to have a try of. As I say, the War Bonnet Blackbird, yes, all day long. Off me that. I'm all over that like a fat bird on cake. Other than that, I really can't think of much. I don't want to be that sort of channel, and we all know them. And I'm not mentioning any names, but there's certain people that review shite after shite after shite.
Yeah.
And
yeah. I found out something today. Talking of shite, there's a second English Woodsman channel. If you noticed, so there's a young guy has started up as English Woodsman, but yeah, he's only got about 4 or 5 videos, but he seems to have some decent skills.
all right, I'll have a look.
Yeah, it's worth a hunt down.
See, the thing is, and don't get me wrong, I know that English Woodsman gets a lot of shit, and he's not my cup of tea, but he's inoffensive. I just wish he, yeah, I just wish he would go out more.
Yeah,
that's all.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Nomad's just about to say what you said. You're nasty.
What? Not being nasty.
Well, you said talking of shit.
No, I think it's a bit shit that someone's stolen his name.
Ah, gotcha. Sorry.
Sorry. You were misconstruing what I said.
Misunderstood you.
Misconstruing. I wouldn't say such a thing.
But mate, I guarantee there's loads of people out there that wouldn't want to watch 5 minutes of me. He ain't done wild edible vid, surely not.
Yeah, you got it completely wrong. He also did a video panning around some fly agaric mushrooms, which, if you don't know what a fly agaric looks like, that's a bit scary. The big red ones with white spots.
Yeah, that are a little bit hallucinogenic.
No, they're also poisonous. They're hallucinogenic if you feed them to a deer and drink its piss.
What do you do of a weekend, Bruce?
What? Read books. No, so that's where a lot of gnomes and Northern Lights and Alice in Wonderland and all that sort of stuff all comes from, is from fly agaric mushrooms, but they need to be treated somehow. I think you've got to boil them down or something to get the toxins out of them. But what they used to do is feed them to reindeer and then drink their piss and drink it because there's something in the deer that filtered out the toxins.
Is that why people think reindeer can fly?
Exactly that.
There you go. You learn every day's a school day on this channel, people.
Okay.
You could look at Joe Robinet and all that shit, or you can come here and learn about hallucinogenic reindeer piss.
Yep. What book is that, Bruce? Deer keeping. Yeah, but there's also references to whether that's where Santa Claus's red and white come from, because some people think red and white came from Coca-Cola. So, don't know.
Shaman in the far north use them.
Yeah.
What, something like Carlisle, Middlesbrough?
Yeah. No, far north, Edinburgh.
That's why I can't understand people. Geordies. I get to meet one I can understand. They're all on fly agaric, mate, aren't they?
Yeah. And the fly agaric always grow around birch trees. For some reason.
Loads around here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, pick some when you see them and then figure out what to do with them afterwards.
Oh, I used to love going to Bristol. Lived in Chepstow for a bit. Bristol.
Yeah, I've got trying to think what books I've got that are quite good. I've got a good one on Snowdonia plants. That's quite an interesting one. Because it all goes into the mythology of it a bit.
I seriously want to get good at my old plant and tree recognition and my wild edibles, but I'm lazy.
Yeah. A good one. I've probably said I've said him before. Chris Kershaw. There's a YouTube channel called Chris Kershaw. Have you watched his vids?
I did have a look last time he was on. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's quite a good way of doing it. Just one plant per episode.
But it is, and I'm certainly not dissing him. He knows his stuff. But what if you get someone that is pointing you to deadly, deadly mushrooms?
Well, yeah, that's the thing, and yeah, but it's difficult, and mushrooms from a drawing in a book, it could from a drawing in a book, it could look completely different in real life.
Yeah,
and then as it starts to grow and as it starts to die off, it also looks different to your. So unless you had a photo, like a series of about 6 photos of when it first grows to what it rots to, I wouldn't touch any of them. So you need 3 or 4 books and cross-reference. And
see that Craig Evans is good with his coastal foraging.
yeah, coastal foraging is quite easy because there isn't really anything toxic that grows in the sea, which is weird.
I don't know. I nearly wiped my old man out once with some oysters I grabbed. He weren't well. His breath smelled like death for days.
Really?
He really weren't well.
What was that? Eating them raw?
Yeah. I didn't eat them. I ain't that stupid.
Yeah. We did a bush camp and we was trying fishing. I was netting. I put out some crayfish like pots and caught like loads of crabs. And I boiled up some of the crabs. And then when I was walking around on the beach, there was just bloody oysters everywhere. And I was like, why did I waste all that time fishing and netting and faffing about? All I could have done is just picked up all the oysters.
No,
I would have cooked them though. I wouldn't have. I did eat one raw. It was all right.
just snot. Why would you want to eat snot?
Well, it's supposed to be an aphrodisiac, isn't it?
So you're in the woods on your own with an aphrodisiac.
Well, not many oysters in the woods, really, is there? But no, it's so oysters are really high in zinc, which is quite good to make you strong like bull. And from a woman's perspective, if you can get her to swallow that, she'll swallow anything.
Oh my God. Thank Christ I never am monetized, Bruce, eh?
What? Did I swear? No, I fucking didn't.
Oyster mushrooms, good point. Brian.
Yeah. I'm really not sure if oyster mushrooms have got zinc in them.
All grow in the woods.
No. Yeah.
Right, lads, that time is upon us. Any questions for anyone? Anything from the side chat?
Anyone want to give us a like from the 9 or watching? Before we wrap it, come on, guys, hit the like button.
Oh, no, someone else just joined us. Look.
Oh, really? I'm sorry.
As soon as we go, someone joins us. I hope it weren't too painful for you guys. I think it's about time to say goodnight, Bruce, don't you?
Yeah, good night, Bruce.
Ta-ra!